Good afternoon, everyone. Imagine this. You wake up, grab your phone, and before you know it, 45 minutes have disappeared. You scrolled through TikTok, checked Instagram, maybe even read a few emails. But the problem is, it's not just 45 minutes. The average American spends more than 7 hours a day in front of the screen, not including work. That's nearly half of our waking hours. We all use screens, phones, computers, TVs for school, for work, and for fun. But too much time in front of them is taking a serious toll on our mental and physical health. This is something every single one of us faces. As someone who has spent upwards of almost 10 hours a day online, I know how draining it can be. After researching and practicing healthier digital habits, I've seen a dramatic improvement in my energy, sleep, and focus. Today, I want to share why too much screen time is a problem, what we can do about it, and how life will look if we make a change, or if we don't. First, let's talk about the problem. Excessive screen time is harming our well being. Research from the American Physiological Association shows that heavy social media use is strongly linked to anxiety, depression, and loneliness. And it's not just emotional. Blue light from phones and computers disrupts our sleep cycles, leading to fatigue, irritability, and poor concentration. To illustrate, think about a college student who stays up half the night scrolling away. The next day, they oversleep, they skip breakfast, and they can barely keep their eyes open in class. Or picture an employee who checks emails late into the night and never truly feels off. Over time, this stress piles up, and it doesn't stop there. Studies show screen addiction lowers productivity, increases stress, and even raises risk for conditions like obesity and heart disease. This is not just some global trend, it's very, very personal. Every single one of us in this room has felt drained after hours of screen time. This is our problem right now. So, what's the solution? We should limit our non essential screen time to 2 hours or less a day outside of work and school. How? By setting phone free zones, like during meals or right before bed, and by using built in tools that track our screen time and help us stay accountable. And by filling that reclaimed time with healthier habits like exercising, reading, journaling, or having good old fashioned face to face conversations. In theory, this works because we're not trying to eliminate screens completely. Instead, we're balancing our use, cutting out the mindless scrolling and keeping only the necessary parts. Less scrolling means less exposure to anxiety triggers, more time for rest, and stronger real world connections. In practice, it works too. For example, schools in Denmark introduced digital detox policies that encourage students to unplug during class breaks. Teachers reported more focused students, and students reported having lower stress levels. Personally, when I cut my screen time down, I started sleeping better, focusing longer, and enjoying my free time so much more. Some people argue this isn't realistic. After all, screens are necessary for work, school, and staying connected. And that is true. We can't and we should not get rid of them completely. But the solution isn't elimination, it's balance. It's not about never watching Netflix or using Instagram again. It's about creating boundaries so screens serve us instead of controlling us. Now let's imagine two futures. If we don't make a change, our stress and fatigue will continue to rise. Imagine constantly feeling restless, doom scrolling until 1 a.m., and waking up exhausted, living every day distracted and drained. But if we do make a change, imagine the opposite. You wake up refreshed after a full night of sleep. You enjoy dinner with friends without checking your phone every 5 minutes. You go to bed with peace of mind, knowing that your day was productive and balanced. More focus, more rest, and more time for things that actually make us happy. So here's the bottom line. Too much screen time is harming our mental health, but limiting our daily use to 2 hours outside of work or school can change that. Tonight, I challenge you to try one thing. Put your phone down at least 1 hour before bed and track your screen time for this week. I've committed to limiting my own non essential use, and I invite you to join me. Share your results with your friends, talk about it with family, and encourage each other to unplug, even just a little. Small changes, when shared, become lasting habits. Because at the end of the day, technology should be a tool for connection and not a barrier to it. When we take control of our screens, we take control of our time, our focus, and our peace of mind. Your phone will always be there, but your mental health, your relationships, your real life moments won't wait. Start today, take control, and your future self will absolutely thank you. Thank you for your time, everybody.